So the arms on the rotisserie are about that long. I've got about that much room. I might have to cut a hole in the toe board for the rotisserie arm to slide into, which that's fine because, as we determined before, I'm probably going to have to replace the toe board anyway. If not, I can always throw a patch in there. Or I'll just cut it on 3 sides, fold it up, and then when it's done, I can fold it back down and weld it back. Well, the monitor went to sleep. And yes, the air compressor does cycle. There's a bleed set up on the bottom of the air compressor so the water from the tank can drain out and go outside. So it loses air slowly to blow that water out. Not a big deal, but makes the air compressor run a lot. Just in case y'all had questions about that noise. Okay. Now let's sweep up another pound of rust. The old man's gonna come out and be like, why the fuck did you do that? Well, I gotta replace that shit anyway. Might as well cut it off now. Right? I'll vacuum the rest of this up later. I'm just gonna get the majority up right now. Yes, I vacuum my garage. I try to make my work area as clean as possible. It is very hard because, you know, you got a lot of rust coming off the car, or we'll call it patina. I know what patina is, but hard to believe I'll let this car go so long to where it rusts this bad. Crap happens, right, Jaeger? You know what? I don't want to put this in the trash can because that would just make it heavy as shit. I'll dump it in this box and dump it over in the field, well, over next to the fence line. Number one, it will help keep the weeds down because they don't like growing in rusted metal. And it can slowly decay over time. Whoever designed that damn dustpan should be shot. It's got a really steep ramp up on it, So when you're trying to sweep the dirt and dust and shit into it, you got to sweep up this ramp. And if you catch it the wrong way with the broom, it flips it over the backside right onto the floor again. What? We're not done yet. Good, it's getting warm in here. Wow. Now, if y'all are interested in these shirts, some people might be, you never know. They are in the merch store, which is on my, there's links to it on my page. And also on my Twitch account, there's links there as well. So when we start going live, you'll be able to see me on Twitch mostly. When I hit the required 1,000 subscribers to YouTube, then I can go ahead and switch over and start doing some live streaming on YouTube. Watch out. And TikTok. They both require massive people. Ooh, yeah. Let's see, what can we do? Keep that from flipping over. If I had 100 pounds, I'd set 100 pounds up here. What do we got that's heavy? No, I'm not setting the transmission up there. Wonderful. I mean, it won't really matter once I get it up on the rotisserie, but we don't want it. I mean, I'm barely. And I can't adjust it anymore because this is set so the lift will pick it up. Need to find some weight. Wait. Lay down. Out of the way. What do we got? That's pitiful, man. You got a garage full of shit, and you can't find anything that you can throw up on there that would be safe. If I had a bag of concrete, that'd be perfect. And I got a bag of concrete, but it's buried back behind all that other shit. That's too heavy to lift up. I would bust a sack trying to do that. Well, guess I'll have to dig one out. Oh, you know what? Where's that sand? I had a big bag of. 25 pounds of walnut shells. What else I got? Anything else with weight? Well, hell, that helped it. It's not as easy to lift. Okay. So, that's good enough. Well, that's interesting. Yes, as a young man, I did stupid shit. I had to pass inspections up north, and your frame had to be in apparent good shape. So we skirt the system, sprayed foam in, and welded over it, sprayed some foam in, and then sprayed undercoating on it to hide the frame damage. I need something like a hook to reach in there and grab that with. The weird thing is, this side goes straight in, no problem. This side has a piece of metal right here. I think that's where they put the mounting block for the steering gear, and that's going to create an issue. Since it's solid like that, I might just put the rotisserie mount here and bolt it that way, and then on that one I'll go inside. It should be the same strength no matter what I do. I hope. I gotta get more of that out of there. What do I got? Wish I had something long and hooked. Check and make sure this is still recording. Yes, it is. Because this thing likes to cut off on me. Yeah, I'm gonna be replacing the firewall. Well, I don't know. That can be repaired, I think. That'll see. Okay. Need something long and thin to put in there and break that stuff out. Bingo. Sharp metal and jabbing is not a good thing without gloves. What fun. Watch out. Don't worry, I will be trimming some of this out. Nice. That went all the way through. So that side works good. Drill a hole, bolt it in, no problem. This side. Okay. So that is just a plate to keep it from crushing when bolting the steering box on. That plate can be taken out. Doesn't look like it's going to be too hard. I can drill a couple of holes, put the sawzall in, do a nice little square cut. Use a carbide tip Dremel and grind it smooth enough to get the arms in for the rotisserie. That should work. I guess this will end up going into a trash bag, into the dump. The bad thing is it's a holiday, so tomorrow won't be able to take it in. Now, get our light and see what we got as far as how hard it's going to be cut this out. Looks like it's spot welded. See if we can clean some of this off. Build up a little air pressure. Oh man. So, a little scared. You know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna end up fucking myself up on these. What did I do with it? Are you kidding me? Right there in my nose. Here I go again. Last time I lost my glasses and they were right, my gloves and they were right here. That offers a little bit of protection. here comes the fun part. I just bought a whole bunch of shit, drills and bits and everything. Now, got these bits from Harbor Freight. They say that they're self-centering and that they're great for drilling out spot welds, you know, without having to do a lot of extra stuff. So, we'll find out. Looks like it did a pretty decent job. All right. Most people, you're not supposed to use a screwdriver to beat on and all that, but as you can see, this thing has been abused. It's about 40 years old. Still going strong. Taking that loose made it feel a little weak. I might have to run a strap under it to give it a little extra oomph. Right, Jaeger? Okay, let's scrape this top off. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could reuse it. Hopefully the new frame rails come with that already installed and I don't have to fuck with it. All right, Mr. Supervisor, am I doing a good job? Back up. There's metal down there. Back up. Okay, so the battery went low and it turned off. So I had to plug in the USB cable to get the battery going the way we need it to. Power up. Looks like we're getting about an hour out of a battery charge, which really sucks. Right, Dingleberry? That's pitiful. Buy a nice camera like that, the damn battery don't last but an hour. Wow, that's really disheartening. But what can you do? I'm not a quitter. Seeing that would make the average person go, fuck this. But I'm not average and I'm a little crazy, so hey. So you're going to probably see a couple of cuts in the film, me getting rid of stuff that really doesn't matter. I'm going to be posting this video in my ad, what I've done today, to what I did a couple weeks ago when I was sick, or a week ago when I was sick and couldn't continue. And try and get a full episode out of this that's not 5 minutes long. You know, try and get something that gives you a little content. Mm-hmm. I think this box was a bad idea because the bottom already busted and started leaking. Great. All right, now what? I still think it'll be strong enough because it has this all tied in, and this is pretty solid up through here, and up through there it's all welded to the firewall. Firewall's not too bad. Like I said, I'll run that through and put a strap or something to help give it some extra rigidity. Well, the top parts of the metal are good and strong, so if I bolt up there, it should be fine. The bottom's going to suck ass, but we don't care. It's got to only stay on the rotisserie long enough to wet blast it down to bare metal, and then we'll start drilling out all this stuff. And after we get it off the rotisserie, drill out all this, get all this metal removed, and I got to think real hard on whether I want to do that complete floor pan or do it myself. The reason why I'm saying that is because, like I said before, I want to do mini tubs in the rear. So if I buy one with the frame rails already installed, I'm going to have to cut those frame rails in the back and put the mini tub in. If I do this myself and do it piecework, number one, I can do it slowly over time, and I don't have to come up with $3,500 plus shipping right off the bat. Am I doing a good job, Jaeger? What? And then when I go to do the rear frame rails, I can buy the mini tub frame rails that are already made for that, and I don't have to cut nothing. I just weld them in place where the old ones would be. So I'm thinking that's going to be the easier way to go, and it's probably going to be cheaper in the long run. Because when you buy something that's jig welded like that, you're paying for someone else to do the work. I can get a full floor pan for $600 picked up. I'm going to switch this over to a convertible floor pan, convertible inner rocker arms, rocker panels to give it extra strength in the frame. I've already got the new torque boxes up on the shelf, so I just need to buy the new front frame rails. I've got new metal on the donor body for the aprons and stuff, so I'll just drill that out, pull it off, weld it straight in. Now the frame rails on that were repaired. They did an okay job, but they only did one side. They did the outers, and the inners were looking kind of boogered anyway. So I'll just buy the complete deal, slide it up in there, tack weld it in place, make sure everything's straight, get everything measured and where it needs to be, and then do the final welds to it. And what I'll do is I'll put the new kick pan toe board in first with the frame rail out. That way I can match it up to the old floorboard and get it lined up just like it should be. And then put the front frame rails on it and tie that all into the cross member support and all that. And it should be pretty strong. And if I replace the toe board and then the floorboards, everything should be good. There's one side on the trunk pan that was kind of boogered. I'll replace that. But the other car has all that stuff brand new. I can pull the trunk pan out and do everything I got to do. So that'll work out. I wish I had the rain gone so I could open the doors up and do things a little better. But what can I do now? Because I've got this done and I can't really move all this shit out of the way to get the rotisserie out here because I got to open up the doors and I don't want rain blowing in. And I'm not going to have y'all watching me clean all the trash out of here. So I think what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to splice this on to the end of the last video. We're at this point. Hopefully you're getting fun watching me go through this crap. If you have any comments, any ideas, something that might help me out, post comments, please, because they help me out a lot. I'm getting old, my mind's not going that great, and I'm pretty sure somebody out there has done this before, and they've probably had a better way. So, as always, like, follow, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see when I post new videos, and please leave comments. I love hearing from people. I wish I had the stream up and running so people could talk to me while I'm going, because I stream video games and I love having people comment with me, and we have a good banter. A lot of guys and girls like to get on there and joke with me about stuff. For some reason in our gaming chat rooms, we're either talking about food or poop. I don't get it, but that's where it always ends up going. It's strange. It's a community. Anyway, we're going to cut this off here. Y'all have a great one, and we shall see you on the next episode. Have a good one.